Oh, thank you for all joining this Monday call. Happy May 2nd. I know it came up out of nowhere. We are already in May. This is our new hire training call. We try to do one of these once a month. We didn't get one in April, but we try to make that cadence of at least once per month to have some new hire training. So I know that we have so many doors out there nationwide. We're always having new people join. And so I like to give you a little bit of knowledge from your DDP point of view. You know, we don't look at you guys as like boost police, where we look at you more as profit drivers, right? Our team's job is to make you guys as much money as possible. And those are the tips we are going to share for you today is what can we help teach you to make you guys as successful as possible in your roles. And the thing about wireless, it's not just a job, right? This is a career. This is a career opportunity for all of you guys. If you think about it, cell phones in the last, 20 years have gone from, a luxury item as a bag phone in cars to, from that want to now a need. People can't live without their cell phones. They're on 24/7. So if you're in the wireless, you are in the right industry. So with that, let me make sure you guys can see my screen okay. And a quick sound check. All right. So I'll go ahead and jump into it. So I always like to start these calls talking about attitude, right? Your attitude and your enthusiasm. And it's something that's so little, right? And it's one of the easiest kind of coachable things, but there's different personalities out there. And so it's important to talk about, right? Your attitude and your enthusiasm that you guys show in your job will play a huge role in your individual success. I promise you that. I started just like every new hire in this call, right? I started in wireless as as a sales rep. Went from sales rep to manager, retail manager, to the corporate path, to the DCI. But I've had so many roles in wireless. But it all started in those front lines. And what separated me from my peers, right? It was that attitude and enthusiasm. One of the things that I heard that I really kind of latch onto is smiling is free and it can change someone's whole outlook on a day. If you walk into a store and you're the sales rep there and you greet them with a positive attitude and your enthusiasm, hey, welcome to Boost. My name's Adam. You here for our promos today? It's contagious. A smile is contagious, kind of like yawns are contagious. If you yawn, you're going to have other people yawn. Smiles are contagious as well. So give them that smile. Make them feel welcome. Make your store feel like home. There's a lot of Boost stores out there. They could pass 5 Boost stores going to your store. If you get that rapport with your customers coming in, they will come in and see you. I've been at stores visiting where the sales reps have been busy, and I'm like, hey, how are you doing? Welcome to Boost. My name's Adam. I'm going to help you today. Oh, you know what? I actually really like Jeremy over here. I'll wait for him. Oh, okay, cool, great, right? No offense taken. That tells me Jeremy has done an amazing job building a rapport with this customer. And that's what you guys can all do at your job. Have that attitude, have that enthusiasm where they want to talk to you each and every time they come into your door. When it comes to that greeting, you want to be that first person to greet. I was always very competitive. We had 3 sales reps on a sales floor every day when I was working, and we were all competitive. So it was very funny. We would all want to be that first person to greet our customers, but be the first person to greet your customer because you want to get that sale, right? You want to go to somebody else. Don't sit behind your counter where we're kind of coming out of COVID now, right? The rules have been relaxed. You don't have to have the barriers behind you. Unless you're in a bulletproof concept store, that's a little different. But if you don't have that bulletproof concept store, get out of your seat. That back area is a do not fly zone. Get on your sales floor. Be that first person to greet your customers each and every time to maximize those sales opportunities to help you become as profitable as possible while addressing every customer's need. So again, you guys don't look at yourself as clerks. As a sales rep, I like to change that title. I tweak it a little bit. I'm not a sales rep. I'm a solutions consultant, right? Because I'm going to get to the bottom of every customer need they have, and I'm going to address them all and take care of each customer for every opportunity they may have available. I'm never going to assume a one-line sale. I'm going to talk to them about how many lines they have in their household. I'm going to be that complete solutions consultant. And so that starts with how you approach your day, that smile, that enthusiasm. How are you dressing? You want to look like a professional. One of my favorite quotes is from Deion Sanders. I kind of tweaked this to the selling world. If you look good, you feel good, you sell good, you get paid good, right? So look like a professional, act like a professional, and you get the results of a professional. When it comes to the requirements for appearance, you guys have to have either a Boost shirt on or a Boost lanyard. You can also have vendor shirts as well. If you don't have these, you can buy them for sure, but reach out to your DCI account manager. We can get you these shirts. It brings so many smiles. Like when I know now it's getting a little warmer, but I would bring sweatshirts to my doors all winter long, giving them hoodies. Man, they were so happy. You know, like, oh, you know, I really needed this. We can get you this swag, I promise you. So just reach out to us. Make sure you guys have it. They are available to purchase on this. Actually, I think the site's changed. I got to update this slide, but they are available for you to purchase as well. But you have to have Boost branded gear. So if you don't have it yourself or through your owner, reach out to us. We'll take care of you. No open-toed shoes, by the way. Pants, jeans, shorts, skirts, capris, all accepted, but no flip-flops. So it's getting a little warmer, so I thought I'd touch on that point as well. All right, so let's talk about May's main priorities, right? So if you're a new hire, you've probably heard about what they call SDDN. That's a lot of acronyms in wireless. That's same device, different network. And what that means is getting customers off of the old Sprint network onto the T-Mobile network. So that means getting all your customers off the yellow SIM cards onto your orange SIM cards. We're down to, I want to say 2%, maybe a little bit less of those customers remaining. So where is that sounds like a small number. If you look at those numbers nationwide, it's pretty high. So 2 out of 100 for your store, okay, you know, that's not a big deal. If you have 100 customers, only 2 of them are on there. But multiply that by every customer across the country, it's still a huge number of customers that have yellow SIM cards that have until the end of May. So we are now approaching our deadline to get switched over. So key takeaway point 1, your Smile and Dial calls, and we'll touch on Smile and Dial a little bit. If you're not signed up, you need to complete your Smile and Dial training and your Do Not Contact, DNC training, Do Not Contact training, to get your availability for your login to make these Smile and Dial calls. Do that today. Make that #1 priority, because you guys need to be calling these guys every single day until you zero out those buckets of the yellow to orange SIM card swaps. Next big priority is 5BTN. That's called, BTN is Boost Transform Network. That's the black SIM card network. Sales per store in May. Now this goal is super low. I would honestly say this should be around 30, if you ask my opinion. The switch is coming from the orange SIM card network, which, you know, I'm kind of saying 2 things to you guys now, right? I'm saying yellow to orange for SDDN swaps. That's because that's what's approved today. That's getting customers off of Sprint's network and onto T-Mobile's network. But the other hand, our priority for new customers, right? So not for our old customers, but our new customers, your priority should be putting them on the BTN network, the black SIM card network. That operates on AT&T's towers. The pressure is going to turn up throughout this month and be full bore in June. So when it says 5 sales per store in May, I would crank that up to 30. Every payment you guys are making should be on Elevate Online. The doors I'm going into are still using the old Elevate for payments. You can make payments on either system. Get very familiar with Elevate Online, because I'm telling you guys, it's right around the corner, where if you have a phone that's eligible for an orange SIM card or a black SIM card, so T-Mobile network or the AT&T network, that full court press. We had this about 4 months ago before the SDDN was into play. It's going to be back on sooner than later. So get very familiar with this. And then again, Smile and Dial, making sure you're making all your Smile and Dial calls, which again, I kind of quickly touched on, and we'll get more into it later, where you can call those customers who are still on those yellow Sprint SIM cards onto the orange T-Mobile SIM cards. So to recap this, I know it's a little confusing because there's a lot out there, right? 3 different colored SIM cards right now. Yellow SIM cards, that's Sprint's network. That 3G portion will shut off at the end of May. Okay, so that's why we're getting all the customers off of those. Orange SIM cards, that's T-Mobile's network. All the yellow SIM cards we're transferring over to orange right now, because we can't go yellow to black seamlessly, right? So we're going to T-Mobile's network. Black SIM cards, that's AT&T's network. That is our vision for the future, and where we want you to start putting more focus into, because eventually, just like right now, we're putting everything from yellow Sprint to orange T-Mobile. In the near future, we're going to be going from orange T-Mobile to black AT&T. All right, so I know that's a lot of acronyms thrown out there. Are there any questions about that? No questions? Our additional priorities you guys should be focusing on is increasing your UPP, which is Unlimited Plan Plus. That's our $60 plan. And here, I'll give you the key to sell this, right? Ask a customer when you're talking to them, do you by chance watch Hulu, Vudu, Netflix, YouTube TV, anything like that streaming from your phone? If they say yes, you should automatically be assuming the $67 plan, because on the $60 plan, you get unlimited talk, text, data, and high definition video streaming. So why do I say 67? I'm always going to bundle protection with my sales. So for 67, unlimited talk, text, data, protection, plus high definition video streaming. If you put that in your initial pitch, you will have your protection added at an extremely high clip. Even on the $50 plan. No, I don't watch Netflix on my phone. No, I don't do that. Okay, no problem. For $57 a month, you have unlimited talk, text, data, 35 gigs of high speed, and protection as well, right? So you just always bundle that in there, make them tell you no to take it off. And if you get a no, don't accept the first no, overcome that objection. Oh, I thought it was only 50. Yeah, we like to have protection on our customers' phones, because if anything happens within the first 3 months, loss, destroyed, damage, or whatever, you can pay a small deductible and get a new phone. Most customers' phones break within the first 90 days, so I want to make sure you're taken care of. All right. And I put on here too a contest around value-added services, which is insurance, is rolling out soon. We are going to put that together for you. This is for DCI only, so if you're on this call, you get kind of the first sneak peek on that. That contest will be rolling out to you very soon. Now, question for anyone on this call: can someone give me an idea of a prize you would like? Because we're creating this contest. You know, I'm going to help create this contest with Julia and with Robert. So, what incentive would help you drive more insurance or international calling to Mexico? What's a good reward for you guys for being a top promoter on those sales? Any thoughts or ideas, or any kind of gift you guys would help motivate you? Now's the time to speak up, guys. We can make stuff happen here. See, is there any questions in the text box? Or you guys can unmute. Any ideas for prizes you would like to have high insurance or value-added service attach rates? Anybody? Jesse? Wait to *6 to unmute. Dejan? Any thoughts?
Not seeing anything.
Oh man, you guys are tough. All right, well, it's up to us then. We will we'll put something together for you. But so if you guys have some feedback, we will be able to help you out. But we'll put something good together for you. So keep your eyes peeled. Leverage Smile and Dial. So if any new reps, I talked about having your trainings done, your STAR training done. You have to have 2 classes, right? The DNC training, that's Do Not Contact training, and Smile and Dial. With those, you'll get your own login. If you don't have those logins yet, you can talk to a manager and maybe train under theirs. But this is huge, especially when I hear people complain to me, man, why aren't your sales numbers strong? Oh, it's just been slow. Okay, how many Smile and Dial calls you made? I'm going to make them soon. Wrong answer, right? If you're on a slow day, bring this business into you. This is like fishing for customers. I love Smile and Dial. This is so unique to Boost. Boost is the only company that has the ability to reach out to customers and drive them back into your doors. So it's going to help you make more sales, new sales, upgrades, add-lines, ACP, which is our affordable connectivity plan. This can all be leveraged in Smile and Dial calls. Man, if I'm a rep, I'm doing these calls all day. We set our goal at 20 calls per day. But if I'm working a store, I'm going to do these calls all day because I'm there to make money, right? I'm not there to look at my phone. I'm not there to watch Netflix, or talk to my friends. I'm there to make money. So I'm going to utilize this and leverage it to drive customers back into my door. Now, if you're online right now and you can see my screen, the first bucket or the group of buckets we ask you to call is these SDDN promo buckets, right? So this is customers that have the yellow SIM cards. There's a new bucket that was just added about a week ago, and it will allow free iPhone 8 Plus, renewed iPhone 8 Plus, and renewed iPhone SEs to any customer on an iPhone 7 or older. So if you have customers who had that iPhone 7 previously, they're going to be listed in here for a free renewed 8 Plus or free iPhone SE. Doesn't matter what plan they're on. This is huge. This should be a belt. Put a star next to this if you're taking notes. This is another major key point. Call this bucket CDMA upgrade, free renewed iPhone 8 Plus and iPhone SE. You guys should be closing these leads out. Call these customers. If you get an answer machine, here would be my pitch. Hey, how's it going? This is Adam from Boost over at 123 Wall Street. Wanted to give you a quick courtesy call, check and see your service is working, and tell you something amazing. I see you have an iPhone 7 because you will be able to see what phone your customers have. Right now, if you come in, I can get you a free renewed iPhone 8 Plus or renewed iPhone SE. Give me a call back at our store number. It's on your caller ID. You can give them the number as well, or come on in and see us. Make sure you do it before the end of this week, before this offer is gone. Again, my name is Adam over at Boost 123 Sesame Street, whatever your address is, right? But that's like a quick sample message for your customers, but drive them back into your store. This is a huge offer. Tons of phones are in inventory. If your store is not stocked, that's another star for your notes. Make sure you are stocked up on those renewed 8 Pluses and SEs. The other call groups you're going to see in here will tell you if it's an opportunity for their individual plans, family plans. Maybe they qualify. They're not an iPhone customer, but they qualify for a free Samsung A13 or Moto Stylus 5G, which is another amazing phone for the Android users. Free A03, A02, Moto G Pure. And then, so those are all our SDDN buckets, which we're focusing on now very heavily. But once this ends at the end of May, we're going to go back to our typical buckets, which is the bottom 6 on here, which is our welcome and pre-2MR check-in calls, our 3rd and 4th month check-in calls, our pre-6 month check-in calls, and then our customer loyalty buckets for our long-time customers. Now, for those customers, for 6 months and beyond, think about it. We didn't have the ACP phone program 6 months ago, where a customer can pay, as low as $20 a month and get everything that's on our $50 plan. Now, let me give you a major key alert, okay? Whoop, whoop, major key alert. Customer comes in to pay a bill. They're coming into your store and they're paying a $50 bill for one line. Every time you see that customer, you should tell them, what if, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, I told you I could get you 2 lines for that same price point of $50. Do you by chance have SNAP, WIC, Medicaid, qualify for the school lunch program, veterans assistance? If they qualify for any of those, you can make that work. How it works is the first line would be an ACP for $20 a month, and you move their second line to an add-a-line because the add-a-line on a normal $50 plans costs an extra $30 per month. So the ACP is $20. Move their existing $50 plan to be an add-a-line, so it's $30. Their bill is still $50 a month, and they have 2 lines of service instead of 1. So why do I bring this up on a Smile and Dial slide? Because on those 6-month check-in calls, or your 6 months to 2 years, or your 2 months to 5 years, or your gold bucket, 5 years plus, those customers do not know about this offer. And you can sort by what plan they're on. So any customer that's on a $50 plan, sure, I'm going to knock my SDDN calls out first, but I'm going to sort by who's on a $50 plan, and I'm going to call them up, offering them a second line of service where I can keep their bill at that same price point. Now, when I say I'm going to keep their bill at that same price point, when they come in, it's my job as a salesperson to make sure I put protection on the other line. So instead of 50, it will be 57 because I am going to put protection on there, but I want to get them in my door first, and then I'll close them and put them on the 57. All right. Here's as kind of a blown up look where you can see what slide they're on and what plan they're on. So if you look here, you can see what phone model they have. So you can see like if they have a Moto G7 or whatever the device may be and the plan. So I told you in my example, when I'm looking at our older customers, I'm going to look at those plans that are $50 plans because I know that's my sweet spot to push ACP. All right, so it's back in a big way in May. It's gonna be May. A little Justin Timberlake for you. So push activations on the BTN network. This is very, very important for you guys. This is the Boost Transform network, the AT&T network. I want to make sure you guys are leveraging this for each and every sales. The speeds went up to 512 kilobytes per second when you throttle, right? So that's when you, after you hit your cap, it throttles at a higher speed of 512 kilobytes per second. Awesome plans on here for your customers, and it's an easy way to get them on our new network. And things are getting better every single time, every single day. Now, getting over to ACP, back to ACP rather. ACP, there are a few options. The plan I just talked to you about is our $20 option. In other words, let me phrase it this way. Take $30 off of your main rate plans. So $35 plan is $5. A $50 plan is $20. A $60 plan is $30. Now, for all of these plans, you have to stay in your lane when it comes to doing add-a-lines. So in today's world, if you sold a $50 plan, your add-a-line is $30. Same thing stands. In today's world, if you sold a $60 plan, your add-a-line would be $40. Same thing stands. It's that discount on line 1. So that's why that sweet spot is that 2 for $50 offer, because line 1 is a $50 plan, gets you a $30 discount, takes it down to $20, and then your $30 for the add-a-line puts you back to $50. This is huge. So 2 for $50, 3 for $80. Now there is even better options out there for you as well. They do have a 3 for $90 plan out there that you guys can sign customers up with, which is, or I'm sorry, 3 for $60, which is out there, which is amazing. And people are not taking advantage of this one. It's 3 lines for $60 per month. Now, the key here is to understand how to set this up. But if you have ACP, as long as you only need 1 line on ACP, the other ones are add-lines. Your first line is $60. You sign them up with a $60 plan. The second line, you sign up as an unlimited plan on the 50. Third line, you sign up as an unlimited plan on the 50, but those both get discounted to 0. So you can actually do 3 lines of service for $60 a month on ACP, unlimited talk, text, and data, 35 gigs of high speed, 12 gigs of mobile hotspot on every single line. Available to new customers, port-ins, and existing customers. Family plan eligible. This is on the T-Mobile network or the Orange SIM card network only, and you can do add-ons for protection. I mean, these deals can't be touched. If you guys aren't doing ACP on phones right now, you are really kind of missing the boat. A lot of stores have been doing ACPs on tablets, and tablets are fine, right? Same kind of deals that we were showing here, you can get on tablets as well. But on the tablets, my concern is, are they going to use them month 2 and month 3 on Dish's network, right? Or Boost network? Because if you bring a tablet home and you connect it to your Wi-Fi, and you don't ever leave your house, that's going to show 0 usage. So as long as you connect it to Boost network and show usage, you're going to be fine. But if that customer uses it only on the their home Wi-Fi network, it's not going to count for month 2 credit or month 3 credit. So that's very important if you are selling a tablet. 1, educate your customer that this plan has to be used on Boost network every month, or you can lose your benefits. And then I would also play a YouTube video live from my store so it shows the usage right away. And then I would probably turn the Wi-Fi off. So when they go home, it's still pulling from Boost network until they turn that back on, but you've coached the right behaviors and done everything you can in store. So not saying tablets are bad, but saying phones are the best offer, because you know if someone gets a cell phone, that will be used each and every month. All right, so I started off a little bit talking about value-added services and saying how important these were for your sales. Every customer who you sell a phone to should have at least 1 value-added service, whether this is international calling to Mexico and Canada for $5 a month, or the Boost protection for $7 a month that covers lost, stolen, destroyed. You want to make sure you have at least 1 value-added service for every activation. This is Boost Shield, international calling, premium caller ID, whatever the case may be. You want to make sure you never assume a one-line sale as well when you're adding these, right? A lot of times when a secret shop stores, I'll go into these locations and I'll tell them, hey, you know, I'm just looking for Boost. And they say, okay, well, who do you have? I'm like, oh, I got Cricket, or I got Metro. Okay. Do you like Android or Apple? I'm an Apple guy. They go, okay, here's our deal. We have this iPhone for $29.99 on a port with a $60 plan, right? I get this a lot when the secret shop doors. Don't ever assume that one-line sale. You want to make sure you fully qualify your customers. Are you asking the questions to see what they really need? One of my favorite questions is, tell me about a day in your life of how do you use your phone, right? Because that'll give you opportunities. Are they using it for business? Are they using it just for personal use? Are they watching videos on it? How many people in your household use wireless? Is it just them? If it's more than them, who are they with currently? Who's their current provider? Can you get a 2 or 3 or 4 line deal? Do never assume that one line sale. You want to bundle everything together. There's a reason why when you go to McDonald's, they give you a value meal, right? They don't say buy a burger, a Coke, and fries. They can put it all together in one price. So you want to make sure you bundle those sales with protection included, and don't assume that one line. Make sure you fully qualify your customers. My favorite greeting to use is, hey, my name's Adam. Are you here for our promos? So that way you're personalizing it. You're giving the customer your name. And I usually ask for the customer's name as well, because I want to use their name in the sale. So like, oh, no, I'm just here to make a payment. Okay, Bill, that's perfect. Can I get your phone number right now? And then they'll give me a phone number. You know what? We actually have promotions for our bill payment customers as well. So if you agree with, are you here for our promos? You can pivot to a sale in any single scenario. So I'm just here to make a payment. We have promotions for our bill payment customers. What promotions do you have going on? Oh, we have, who are you with right now? Do you have Cricket or do you Metro? Who do you, how many lines do you have? Do you by chance qualify for SnapBook or Medicaid? So I'll fully qualify and see if I can get them ACP and family lines. Or they may say, yeah, I saw a poster for your iPhone deal. Absolutely, got those in stock, right? So are you here for our promos is just a great way to create dialogue for open-ended questions. Your bread and butter, what are you guys going to sell the most of? These are our main offers, right? The 50 and 60, for any new hires, these are the ones you guys are going to be selling all day, 50s and 60s in your add lines. So make sure you're very familiar with those. Those are tier 1 compensation plans, so it's the most profitable plan for you guys to sell. Now, the ACP $20 plan is considered tier 1. The ACP $30 plan is considered tier 1. So again, it's very important you push ACP as well, but you're very familiar with these offers. The big difference between the 50 and the 60 is you get more hotspot on the $60 plan. You get 30 gigs instead of 12 gigs. And you also get high definition video streaming. And then the add-lines, the $30 add-line gets everything that's on the $50 plan. And the $40 add-line will give you everything that is on the $60 plan. Lastly, real quick, just want to touch on Boost Promoter Score. So you guys will get graded by customers going into your location and the experience you give them. There's nothing wrong with asking for a 10 or asking for a 5. You know, for those customers that come into your score, you want to tell them, hey, if you get a call based on my service, could you give me a 10 today? Now, why is that important? Because if a customer gives you a 9 or a 10, they're going to be a promoter of your store, and they're going to recommend you to your friends. You're going to get more business. And if they say, nah, I'll give you like a 6, that's a great chance for dialogue. Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that. You know, what could I have done better to earn that 10, right? So you can help kind of get some instant feedback on how to get a better experience for your customers. These promoter scores do get recorded and emailed out, and we send those to you guys so you can kind of see the feedback your customers are giving you. But you want to ask for the 10. There's nothing wrong with that. Based on the service I gave you today, if you get a call for my service, could you give me a 10? You know, ask them for that. Make sure you get that. Make your store look good. Some dealers go as far as saying, hey, write us a review, put my name on it, and I'll take 50% off this accessory, right? So you can kind of tweak that and make it your own. But those promoter scores are out there for your stores, and how people view you online is important. You know, I think about my wife whenever we go somewhere new. She'll look at Yelp and she'll go to the store with the highest Yelp reviews. So this is the same kind of concept, right? What kind of reviews is your store getting? So that's called Boost Promoter Score. Make sure you guys are asking for a 10 with each and every sale. All right, guys. So that is all I got for today. With that, I will open up. Are there any questions? All right, you guys are a very easy audience. Thank you guys so much for your time. Happy selling. We'll talk to you next week.